This is the hardest transition I've ever had to make in show business right now. Mr. T in Lederhosen to Senator John McCain. Join me while I try it. My first guest is a war hero, best-selling author, and a former presidential candidate. This week, he's adding something completely different to his resume when he hosts Saturday Night Live with musical guest The White Stripes. Please welcome Senator John McCain. Let's put that away. It's making me nervous.
In the United States Senate, I am the president of the Michael Bolton fan club.
Okay, I'm very sorry. I apologize.
There's only one member.
And even you're waffling on that issue, yeah. How are you?
That was a great shot of him.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing that he should feel that strongly about you.
I incite passion in a lot of people. Just like you. I think like you, I incite passion in people. I think that's the only way that we are similar.
Well, the election results were in, and I was glad you covered it. It was a real cliffhanger.
Yeah, for Saddam Hussein. He was the only person on the ballot. 100%, of the people voted for him. And I have a question. I think a lot of people have this question, which is we're talking about taking our whole army in there. But in movies, they can always drop like one ninja into a country, and he puts on a fake mustache and a beret and takes out Saddam, sleeps with a beautiful woman, and leaves. Is that an option? Is that something we can do in this country?
That's what I understand. Secretary Rumsfeld, it's plan A. Plan A for him.
Rumsfeld is going to be thinking about that?
Yeah, he'd like to do that himself, I think.
Right.
And some of us would like to send him.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it, Rummy.
Now, you, of course...
Call him Rummy. His friends call him Rummy.
You call him Rummy?
His friends do.
Oh, okay. For Rumsfeld, I thought he had a little drinky.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it might be both.
A little of both? Yeah. Okay. You're going to get in a lot of trouble here tonight. You're going to need Mr. T to bail you out when this is over.
That was really a beautiful, moving scene. It really was.
He saluted all of our German heritage.
Yeah, I'm Scotch and Irish, but boy, that was really...
That was a tearjerker for you?
Really was.
Yeah. Now, talk about, causing trouble and making people mad. You and the president, President Bush, you see eye to eye on the Iraq issue.
Yes.
You both feel strongly that we need to do something about this now.
Yes.
But you have not seen eye to eye on many things. You guys have what could best be called a complicated relationship.
I think that's a kind description.
Right.
Actually, we have a very cordial relationship. We do. We had a very tough campaign, and we met and talked, and I supported his election. I believe that he's done a great job leading the country after September 11th, and I mean that, and he's got a great team around him. And, we do disagree on some issues, though, and that's just, we disagree during our campaign, so it should surprise.
Does it ever get sort of personal, like you're stopped by the White House to see him and you both shake hands and he grips her and you grip her and you both, that kind of thing? Does that ever happen?
No, but I make my kids still sing Hail to the Chief in the morning, but other than that, I have no ambition.
Does he have, because he has nicknames for everybody, does President Bush have a nickname for you?
I've been told it's 4 letters, but I have not heard it directly.
There's been some speculation. Some people say, well, what if Dick Cheney decided not to go another term as right, exactly, right. I admire your candor about the whole thing. Why am I the one that's trying to be so polite about everything? And you're like, yeah, but his old ticker might go out the window.
The vice president only has 2 duties. One is to preside over the Senate in case of a tie vote, as you know.
Right.
And the other is to inquire daily as to the health of the president. And neither one of those.
So you wouldn't be interested in that job if they said to you, you could be, President Bush's vice president. There's probably a lot of this country, people in this country that would like to see that.
Why? I really would not like to do that. I'm happy in the Senate, and I'm happy with the way that my life is. And when I was much younger, I used to go to a lot of undisclosed locations, but I don't like that anymore. Especially when I was a young Navy pilot.
Okay, I don't want to hear about that. There's a lot of children sitting out there. Now, what about Gore? A lot of people wonder what Gore is going to do. It seems like he's going to run again. Does that seem like a wise decision to you for Gore to run again? First of all, I think he weighs over 600 pounds now. I don't know if anybody's... He looks like he's lost his mind.
Yeah.
Whenever he's talking on the news now, he's holding a submarine sandwich half the time.
And of course, as you know, he can't get his wedding ring on anymore.
That's true. That's true. He had to take his wedding ring off because his finger got too fat.
That's a good line, isn't it?
Is this thing on? Did everyone get that?
But I don't.
I think my finger's getting a little fat right around now.
I think he's making noises like he might run again, and yet I think he's going to have some pretty stiff competition. I think it's John Kerry and John Edwards,
sure.
Joe Lieberman, several governors. You know, it's a line I've used quite often, but my friend Morris Udall, who was a member of the House, said if you're a United States Senator, unless you're under indictment or detoxification, you automatically consider yourself a candidate for President of the United States. So we get lots of senators who have those aspirations.
Now, you have, been very honest about the fact that you have always wanted to be president of the United States. There's another possibility, which is you could switch to the Democratic Party and run as a Democrat, and a lot of people think that you would be the most potent candidate as a Democrat. Do you ever think about doing that? Late at
generally
night?
think about vegetarian. That's, that's pretty wide open. There's not much competition for the vegetarian ticket. And
right, so that's the one you would go with?
Yeah, I thought I would go
Seriously,
with that.
though, do you ever thought about that, or you... No?
Not really, no. I don't...
Really scare Bush. How about you be the guy that tells him that you're doing that? McCain just switched to the Democrats. He'd be like, oh!
No, I don't think...
you like my impression, though, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. It's good.
I can tell. It's like you're with him. We have a lot to talk about. Yep. Let's take a break right now, and more with Senator John McCain in just a second, so stick around.